Y'all our trade recap that we did on NVDA on Wednesday the 26th. Now this was a kind of a trickier one and it banged, and I want to show y'all how we played it perfectly. So notice how overnight we did see NVIDIA gap up. That's how it's kind of showing after hours, pre-market kind of thing right here. It did kind of dip down a little bit to dip, kind of eat the gap just a little bit here. You see it wicked off it, and kind of all night it kind of held around but still did that. Now as we saw pre-market, we saw it kind of lifting up pre-market. This is when I kind of started watching 30 minutes before open. Now notice how this is the gap I was eyeing right here. I highlighted in orange. Two things I kind of recognized was the lower end of the gap actually is right near one of my blue levels already, 127. It's like 36, 127, 37. So right here, and then this one as well, I kind of just formulated that it just was very close to my 128 level. It's 128.69. This one's 128.31. So if anything, I was playing my blue levels with the notion of how the gap is still there in place. So that was my mindset going into pre-market, and kind of how if market open, that's how I would play it. But this is exactly how sometimes plans don't go accordingly and you have to pivot. So we saw that NVIDIA actually started to eat the gap and ate the gap completely pre-market and started to dump more, which I had a feeling we should go test our 122.60 level, which we perfectly did. Look at that. Level was already there, guys. I've been using this level. So that's what I was eyeing down here. So this is what we saw. At open, we saw the market push up here, and I was watching QQQ very closely, and I knew how QQQ was aligned that they were going to push this back down. So I saw as NVIDIA kind of pushed up here, a huge wick on that first 15-minute candle. Second 15-minute candle, we got that huge wick, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna take a stab at it here. I like my chances, and I'm going for it here. So on the next 15 opened up, I slammed it around the 127 level right here. I expecting it to wick off this again. It did push up higher to the 128, but the things on my side were this. We ate the gap, and now we're pushing back into the gap where I think liquidity is, where we should sell off. Also, we have a blue level, our 127 level, where if it should reject there as well. So it's already a 2-to-1 on our side, and the market was also on our side. So I liked my odds. We ended up slamming the 125 put, knowing this would go in the money if we ended up coming back down there. And it went against us just a little bit. Puts didn't really disintegrate at all. We got it for $1.77 each, so 177 a contract. They went down to like 160-ish, maybe 150s, but it wasn't long. Wicked it out right there. Next 15-minute opened 5 minutes later, and we just got that massive dump all the way for these to go in the money. And we sold pretty much all on that first 15-minute candle, left runners, knowing that we'll stop out up here if it comes back. But I was eyeing our 122, and next 15-minute candle kind of just stayed around there. And then there we go. We got the follow through after that, and I loved it. So our contract went from 177 a contract, puts went to about 283 plus, 360 plus. So we easily got 100% on that, of course, and it was a pretty technical trade right here, which I really loved, and I hope the members loved it too. And this is why I'm making this video, to show mainly for my members, but mainly for everyone else out there that want to learn more about trading and how I make my trades, kind of behind my trades there. So it was pretty simple. I liked my odds. I liked things were in my favor, and I just went for it. So I was also on vacation here, so it was pretty fun to do that as well, not entirely behind my setup at home. So it was very fun. We banked on that, and I got to win on that and hit the beach early, and had a good day with that. So just wanted to kind of show you all my mindset going into that. So I did post a video on NVIDIA on how we played the gaps downward. Now this is kind of a recap how you got to be versatile, guys. So if it eats the gap pre-market, you need to be looking for those signs. Are we coming back into it? And that could be possibly be a rejection site for it. So You need to be very versatile when it comes to knowing the trade. Now, I wasn't really eyeing NVIDIA. After I saw pre-market, we already ate the gap. It kind of, left my mind a little bit. But the reason why I was eyeing NVIDIA was because not only was it pushing back into this right here, the market aligned. So that's what made me go back to NVIDIA. QQQ had room to go down. So I was like, okay, look, I'm looking for weakness there. Look, there's a lot of weakness there. It's possible bounce, push right back down. I like the setup. I like the pattern. I like everything else on my side with the gap. And let's run it and see what happens. So definitely kind of a more particular trade, but it was going in our way and it was fun to do. So hopefully this kind of shed some insight for you guys. Like I said, the more you learn, the more you earn. So give a subscribe, like the video, keep watching for more. I'm doing a series on all my trade recaps. Most of my trade recaps, if I did all of them, it would just take too long. But I am doing usually one a day, just to show y'all. I only take 1 to 3 trades a day max. Most of them are NVIDIA, or most of them are QQQ and SPY. But I kind of want to show y'all more individual names because y'all kind of already know how it goes with QQQ with the zones right here. So yeah, if this is something you guys want to learn more about, comment or reach out to me. I'm also having a special this month for sure. Sign up right here for mentees if you want to be mentored by me. 50% off this whole month of July, $250 a month. So mentee 50 for the code. Sign up there, and you can sign up at RicoCapital, wap.com/RicoCapital. Gets you straight to that, and you can sign up. Gets you straight to the channel in here, where you can contact me, and we'll get straight to it. Where we can schedule what days work best for you on the weekends, and I'll share my screen and any questions you have, and we just break it down. I usually put you through like a boot camp that kind of helps you on your weaknesses and things like that, and kind of just gets you to where you need to be on how to make money the next day in the market. I'm not going to tell you a bunch of fluff or a bunch of things you do not need to know. I can cut that curve for you, and that's what you're paying for. So I will get you to where tell you whatever you need to know the next day, how to make money, and this would be something like that as well. So notice how the next Wednesday kind of fluttered around there. Friday, look at that, it jumped right back into that gap, but also rejected our 127 blue line. So say you don't even pay attention to the gap anymore and you just was looking at the blue line, another rejection site came right back down. So Lotto puts on NVIDIA Friday, Lotto puts would have banged heavy. So beautiful there, beautiful work right there. But like I said, subscribe, like it if you like this video, and I'll be pumping out more. So appreciate y'all watching, and on to the next.